Hey everybody, it's me Marquita, and I am coming on here to, I guess, make a complaint. Okay, so I am literally doing this for my records. Let me get it. I am doing this for my personal record and in case anything pops off. Okay, today. Okay, well, I guess my phone is gonna die. Today is July the 29th. Today is my baby man's 23rd birthday. Oh my gosh. I can't believe 23 years old already. Happy birthday, baby man number, what would she be? Personally, baby man number 4. Yeah, because the girls is baby man number 5 and 6. So, personally, baby man number 4. And, and today is Zane's, I think their divorced ex-husband, birthday also. Happy birthday to him too. I was about to say his initials, but that's actually, you know what? Don't need to say that. I was gonna say his initials, but anyway, nope. I don't think he's a Keto Focus. Okay, so I'm doing this for my personal thing. Today is July the 29th. It is 3:08 p.m. right now. And okay, so y'all know that basically about every weekend, that the fire alarms go off. No rhyme or reason. Like, we don't be cooking. We don't smell smoke. I don't know about the other neighbors. But anyway, so this Sunday, the fire alarm went off. And then we got to stop. Then it went off. We got to stop. Then it went off. And we got to stop. Well, between the 6th or 7th time that it went off, someone called the fire department because our fire alarm wasn't the only one going off in this building. Now, I say that to say, like, they came, they didn't smell no smoke, so they were about to leave. When one of our neighbors is like, oh, their fire alarm has been going off. So the firemen knock on the door. We let them in. And they asked, well, what's going on? And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, because I'm caught off guard because we didn't call them. And they were like, your fire alarm, is it going off? I was like, it's not going off right now because we took a stick and we pushed the button. And he goes, which one's going off? I'm like, the one in the kitchen right here and the one in the hallway, because that's the two that was going off. And how we know that it was them two is because them were the two that did not turn green. Usually you push the button, it turns green. That's not the one that's not the problem. So the one in the kitchen, you push it, it turned green, then turn back red. Or to turn like black and then turn back red. And then black, turn back red. The one in the hallway, it will be green until the one in the kitchen go off. Then the one in the kitchen, we get that one to stop. We have to run down the hallway, get that one to stop up the hallway. So we finally got them all to stop, turn green. No one was red when the firemen came. So when they came in, all of our alarms were already green because we were running around the whole apartment hitting all the buttons. Because the only reason why we did that is, like, if y'all could see, we have high ceilings. We don't have a ladder. We don't have a ladder to be able to reach. So even if we stand on a chair, we can't reach them. They have to literally have a tall step ladder to reach it when they come to do anything with it. So I'm saying that to say, when they came in, they go, well, how long has it been happening? I'm like, oh, well, every weekend. It's like we go through this. And I told them the reason why we don't call is because every time we call, they always say, okay, we'll send somebody up there. Well, they send somebody the next day. Like I got a video showing that it started at 9:00 p.m. and we got it to stop after the fire department came at 6 a.m. So from 9:00 p.m. to 6:00 a.m. it was going off and on, off and on, off and on. And we called multiple times. And they said, yeah, we're going to send somebody. And every time we do that and somebody come, they always say, yeah, well, we didn't come because like it wasn't an actual fire. But the fire alarm's going off. I have an epileptic child. Thank God that her medicine is working. That she does not. That she did not at either of these times. Because the problem is that white box right there, that flashes, strobes. I have an epileptic child. They know I have an epileptic child. I asked them if they can cut off the flashing, not the whole alarm, because it doesn't cut the alarm off. It just cuts the flashing off. And they said nope, because it's a safety hazard. Well, it's also a safety hazard if it strobes for my child. I'm not asking them to turn off the fire alarm because where's it at? Sorry. So that alarm, it has the noise and flashing lights. That one right there that's on the ceiling is the one that makes the most noise. So when that one goes off over here. But that one, the one on the wall, strobes. All I'm asking is for the health of my child. That, okay, I understand it is a fire hazard, but it doesn't cut off the strobing lights to the whole building. It's just to my Pacific apartment. But I say, okay, I got Hannah a eye mask so that when we have to, like when it goes off and all that, I could be like, you know what? Just go in your room, put earplugs on, and cover your eyes. Because that's the only thing I could do for my kid. Anyhow, so I say all that to say, because when they came in, they go, yeah, we don't smell any smoke. We don't see any smoke. We don't smell any smoke in your apartment. Like, they didn't smell any at all. They didn't see any at all. But like, I guess my neighbors thought it was us. And I'm like, no, we're not even cooking. And at that time, we were doing laundry. So it wasn't our dryer because we have it, which I have a dryer, but I don't have a dryer specifically. How my system is set up is I have the combo. And it washes and then dries. So we haven't even started the load of laundry for it to even be washing and then drying. So it wasn't that. Like, we, of course, clean our lint trap out because I don't want to burn out my my washer dryer combo. Like, that thing was expensive, and we just now like really paid it off because we got it on a in 24 or 25, we got it on a, what's that called? 4th of July sale. And yeah, from the store, we paid fully, but we also took out a small loan from like, the bank so that we can get it. So yeah, at the store, we fully bought it, but it was because we got a little small loan out for us to be able to get it. So yeah, it's paid off now, but it was expensive. That bad boy was like almost $2,000. Like once you add in taxes and insurance and all that. So yeah, I got the insurance, because if it breaks, I can't afford to fix it because I wouldn't know what's wrong because it's not just a washer, it's also a dryer. So yes, I'm very, very, very careful with that because it's not like it didn't come with the apartment. It's my personal washer dryer. So I say that to say we were not cooking, we were not washing nor drying. Like we were putting stuff in the washer and they haven't even started. Because when they came, like the firemen can tell you, if they would remember, I don't know if they would, but they could come and tell you that we had clothes in front of the washer and the dryer because we were sorting clothes and I needed to see what needed to be washed right now. And so that the next, anyways, y'all know how wash and dryer works, how washing works. We were sorting clothes. But anyhow, so that's what we were doing when they came. We wasn't cooking. We were not washing or drying. And we don't smoke. We didn't burn any incense. So there was no smoke. I don't know what they smelled when they came in because I don't know. But like I said, our apartment wasn't the reason. I say that to say that they're like, oh, well, this is from the office. And I don't think it came just to us, but if it did, anyways, they're like, yeah, well, these are the new house rules. Okay. Yeah, we already got them, and I don't know what changed. So I'm gonna have to go through it thoroughly. I just glanced on the first page. Basically it was saying that the new house rules is updating, and I guess they gave us the new emergency after hour numbers, which is okay. The only way that would work is when we call them and we talk to them. Are y'all going to come, or y'all just going to come the very next day after it's not going off and say, oh yeah, well, we didn't come last night because it was an emergency. It's going off and it's night and it's going off because why? Like I need y'all to figure that out, because if we're not doing anything to make it go off, why is it going off? And why are we, and I'm saying this not knowing any other apartments. I'm grouping us all together. Why are we, the tenants, lightweight in trouble for something that might not be our doing? Because like I said, I don't know what other people do in their apartments. There's 4, I don't know how many is downstairs. I'm thinking that I'm going to say that there's 4 apartments downstairs. So there's 4, 8, 12. There's 12 apartments in this building. And in our building is kind of like I'm going to say a twin popsicle building, because the apartments that are across the hall from us shares a wall with the other apartments that are behind them. And then the ones that are behind them have. So in this if you're going to count this building, because if one apartment catches on fire, it's going to catch all 24 apartments, because in this side of the building there's 12, and then like I said, the other building, which is the other wall, like we don't have a wall, we're on the end, and so there's 12 in the middle. Or I guess that would be 12. Well, 2, 4. No, there's 6 in the middle. 6 in the middle. And 6 on the end. Yeah. I think. Hold on. Because there's 4 in my hallway. I'm assuming that there's 4 downstairs. There's 4 in my hallway. And then there's 4 upstairs. And then same in that other building. So yeah, that's 24. Anyhow, if one apartment catches on fire in our building, then it can affect all 24 apartments. Assuming that downstairs does have 4. Downstairs might only have 2. Like, I don't know, because I never been downstairs. I could go downstairs, it's just steps, but me and steps, in fact, it don't mix. My ankles is like, bitch, I'm barely holding you up. And you think I'm gonna hold you up? And you going up and down steps? What the fuck? Like, kiss my ass. That's what my ankles say. They're like, you better be glad that you're not on the ground, because, like, I'm struggling. Like, but anyhow. But yeah, so we got this, and if this is because the alarms keep going off, we, the people of this building, need you to figure out why. Is it wiring? Is it someone smoking? Is it someone burning food? It needs to be figured out, because if it's none of the above, if it's not someone burning something, if it's not someone smoking, and if it's not someone doing something that is causing the alarm to go off in all the apartments or some apartments, we need to figure it out. We need to figure out why. Because the only other thing that I can say that it is either bad wiring and you need to move us, or it's them got a switch and it's like, I'm bored, let me do that episode of Twilight Zone when them aliens came down. If y'all know what I'm talking about, what's the name of her channel? I watch her on YouTube, me on Facebook, Making Magic or something like that. Okay, well, stay connected. Make that magic. She breaks down the Twilight Zone, which I love her for that, because I love the Twilight Zone. And she broke down, I think, all of mine, and even got me to, like, she introduced me to 2 new ones, and I'm like, hey, I didn't know about these, and I like them. So my favorite of the Twilight Zone is Talking Tina. Love me some Talking Tina. I'm saying my originals, then I say the 2 that I just found that I love. So Talking Tina is an original. Pig Face People, which is the Eye of the Beholder. I always called them Pig Face People, but I now know that it's called In the Eye of the Beholder. And what's the let's see, Talking Tina, Eye of the Beholder, and what's that one called? It's the one with the man. I forgot what it was called. She told me the name, or she said the name, and I didn't know that was the name of it. I just could explain it. The one where he loved to read and all that, and then like everybody was making fun of him, and then like what saved him is because he was in the vault and the whole world got blew up and all that. And then it was just him, and he bent over and broke his glasses, and I was like, why would you do that? What, like, world, really? Real, y'all, he had nothing but time. He had nothing but time just to read all his books that he ever wanted. And he fell. I mean, he bent over and broke his glasses. Bless his tiny little, and he couldn't see. He couldn't see, like, not even three fingers in front of him. And I was just like, oh, his poor little glasses. But so, them were the three originals, I do believe. I know it's Talkatina, I know it's Pick Fakes People. I'm thinking that one of him reading was an original. Then I liked it, the one when that woman was like locking death out. I didn't know that was Twilight Zone. I always thought that was Alfred Hitchcock Hour. So I'm glad to know that that's Twilight Zone, because I do like that one. I just didn't know that was Twilight Zone. And Robert Redford, he was so handsome. But anyhow, the two that she introduced me to that I didn't even know that I liked, I mean, that I now like, I just didn't know about them, was Ring-a-Ding Girl, Love Ring-a-Ding Girl. That one is now one of my new favorites. And the other one is, Ring-a-Ding Girl, and it's The Train to Willoughby. I think that's one that I liked. And I didn't even know that the one that the woman was chasing her past self to warn her young self about whatever. I didn't know that was Twilight Zone either. I thought that was Alfred Hitchcock Hour again. And I like that one. And then the other one that I like that I haven't seen, and I don't know if she talked about it, and it might not even be Alfred. I mean, it might not be Twilight Zone. It might be Alfred Hitchcock. But the one of the girl that like meets a guy, and then like she meets the guy, and then like basically he's just like, leave and run away with me. And I was like, oh my gosh. And literally like every night it's like she's living Groundhog's Day, because every night that happens. But I like that one. He ends up getting killed, but anyhow, I like that one. That one I already seen, didn't know was Twilight Zone. If it is, I can't remember. The other one that I think that I like is when they went to the diner, and it was with William Shatner, and he got that, like, his what's that called? His fortune told from that little jukebox on the table. I liked that one. It's not one of my favorites. Like, it's not in the favorite thing. But yeah, so I do like that one. I watched a Making Magic, and I think she did it. I can't remember, because she did it and it was like around, I forgot when she did it. I just seen it last night with the guy that what is the name of it? because she's a mess, because she called the dude Mary. Because she was like, he need to get his shackles off, you know. But when he was like obsessed with this one woman, that he went, got a love potion to make her like fall in love with him and basically love him like a dog and all that. And but anyways, I liked it, that one. What else? But the one I was talking about, the one with the alien, when they cut off all the electronics and started cars and all that. That one I feel like, okay, if nothing's wrong with the wiring and nothing's wrong with anybody's apartment here, then that's what they're doing. They got a button that they're like, I'm bored. Let's drive them crazy. And just randomly push a button and make the fire alarm go off at all hours of the day. All hours of the night. Anytime they want. For their personal entertainment. That's just how I feel. If nothing's wrong. But yet, we are in trouble for the fire alarm. And I'm not saying that like we're in trouble. I'm just saying they're sending out new things. Okay, so should I not have told? And it, look, I'm not saying this because I said that to the fire department. Because it might not have been nothing that I said. They could have took it in their ear and be like, yeah, whatever, yeah, right. All I can say is we was not cooking anything, and our alarm going off was not because we were doing something. We were not cooking. We were not washing or drying our clothes. We don't smoke, so we were not smoking. So it was like the alarm going off was not from anything in this apartment. And if we said something that made them mad, that they're like, it's because blah, 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 blah. What did we do that will cause the alarm to go off in our apartment and other people's apartment, but doesn't show up? Because like I said, we can't take our fire alarms down because our ceilings are like 9 feet tall. So in order for us to go up and do anything to the fire alarms, we have to have a step ladder. We don't have a step ladder. Not even a little one. Nope. And all of our alarms are up. We can't, even if we could get up there, we can't change the battery because they don't have a battery. So, like right now, our refrigerator is not tripping. Our stove is still working. But when we moved in here, the stove went out in April. They came and fixed it July. It's July right now. So maybe it was June. Maybe it went out in March and they just come and fixed it in June. My whole point of me saying that was I have in their records that, if I call and I report whatever's wrong, if I can get around it, I will get around it. When the oven went out, because the top of the stove still worked, it was just the oven. And I was like, it's probably the motherboard, only because Becky from Acre Homestead, and I know there's a word before that. Anyways, Becky, when her motherboard went out, I thought, oh my gosh, we got the same stove. maybe that's what's wrong with mine. Her stove is gas, mine is electric. So no, we don't even have the same stove. I thought maybe we had the same refrigerator. No, we don't have the same refrigerator either. It's similar. Her stove is like we both have similar stoves, only hers is her stove that looks like mine is gas. Her electric stove or her electric ovens are on the wall. But her stove, like her oven that's connected to her stove, is gas. I don't know, like it doesn't matter because I don't have gas appliances. But like our stoves looked similar and our refrigerators look similar. So when our oven went out, I go, it's probably the motherboard. They said, oh, okay, we're gonna look. Oh, well, we don't know. We gotta send somebody. Like I said, let's say that it went out in March. It either went out in March and then they came and fixed it in June, or it went out in April and they came and fixed it in July. The point of it is our oven was broke for months. And how we got around that is we used our air fryer, because our air fryer, we can bake, or it goes up to 400. So that's what we did. If we needed something else, like we had the top of the stove, we had the pressure cooker, we had an air fryer, and we had the microwave. And we made it do what it did. We need anything baked, we have an air fryer. We can, like I said, we can fry on the stove, we can cook stuff in the pressure cooker. But I got around it. And no, I did not keep calling them and keep calling them, because it's like, look, I'm not going to beg y'all to do anything. And back in 24, that's what they kept. Well, why didn't you call us and keep telling us? I called. Y'all said that y'all were going to send somebody, and you didn't for 2 years. But I'm in trouble because I didn't keep calling and keep calling and keep calling. What I did was I found a way around it. With the fire alarm, when it was going off and off and off, at that time, and it wasn't at this apartment, it was at the old ones, we would either climb up on a chair, we would change the battery ourselves, and then when it stopped, like we changed the battery, and it would still be like being a butthead. We just took that one down, but the rest of them still worked. We got around it. When the light went out, and at that time, the lights that we had were the fluorescent lights. So we couldn't just change a light bulb. What we did is we did not, like I told the girls, y'all can't sleep in that room. And I bought lamps. I still have said lamps. I bought lamps for every bedroom. I even bought some for the kitchen. So if the girls want to get up in the middle of the night and they want to get them something, they can cut the lamp on in the kitchen. They don't have to cut the big light on. Same with the living room, which we didn't use our living room. We didn't. It was empty. Because our TV, where we had it, was in one bedroom, because that's where the cable wire was. So, me saying all that, we called them about the refrigerator. They said, okay, we were going to send somebody up. We fixed it. It's not like when it goes off, we figure out how to do it. No, we don't keep calling them. We don't keep calling them. We don't keep calling them. Same with the stove. Like I said, it was broke for a couple of months, the oven part. And we figured out a way around it. The fire alarm, if I could get up there to change the battery, if that's what was wrong, But since they don't have batteries, like, we can't fix it. One, we can't get up there. It's really high. Two, it doesn't run by batteries. We can't do anything. And three, if we could just turn off the lights. Because the noise, like, we can work around that. I can't. The only way I can work around the flashing is with eye mask. What else? I think the water pressure was low. It wasn't like our bathtub, or I have a shower, but the girls have a bathtub. The water in the bathtub wasn't low. It was just the one in the kitchen sink. The one in the bathroom sinks, they wasn't like the water pressure wasn't low in them. And if we needed water for like cooking, which at that time we didn't, because it was only like low for like a day, and like the next day, like the water pressure was back to normal. What we did, we got water out of the sink. Our refrigerator has water, so if we needed water to drink, our refrigerator has water. Like, the filtered water. I don't know if it's filtered or not. Our bathtub or the bathroom, I could get water out of them sinks or the bathtub or shower. Well, I mean, can't really the shower because our shower has a shower head. I mean, a little bit, but I don't like when it's just running out the tap. I like when it's out the shower head, because to me it got some more pressure. I know it's crazy, weird, but yeah. So if we the people got in trouble because the fire alarm keep going off, and it's something that we the people is doing, then I think that y'all should check the wiring and figure out why.